Well, you want me to brief Brett or?
Yeah.
The actual raid is the week after. Next week is the whole D-Day operation.
Okay,
So
but
it's
I
going
mean,
to be like the 17th or 18th.
but
of
like
June.
Wednesday here, could we do the flying?
Yes.
So yes, so the plan will be next Wednesday we'll do the actual cross-border raid into Syria to insert the troops that are gonna then the follow-on will be that
An
they
attack in Arma.
attack in Arma on tank sim in like the weekend after that or 2 weeks after that. So anyway, in prep for that, it's going to be a night flight about 30 miles into Syria to drop the troops by a facility, get our pilot out, remove any resistance as required, and come back. And so in prep for that, we're going to do a night training flight and move our aircraft from our base in Eyn Shemer, which is down in the south here, just north of Tel Aviv, Netanya, and then do a navigation exercise up to a site that's very similar. There's mountains and it's a Moshav, a farm, but it looks similar to the site. So we're going to pick up troops just south of where we started in Eyn Shemer, fly to our first checkpoint, which is a lake. I'm hoping you guys can see my screen and my excellent mouse pointer, which is a magnifying glass.
Beautiful. Yeah.
All right. First checkpoint, and that's 034 at 23 miles. Then we make a slight turn to 037, go 17 more miles to a second lake. And in fact, both the first 2 points going into Syria are lakes as checkpoints. Third point is a town on the hills on the east side of the Golan. And on the way up there, we should see these two mountain peaks. They're like 3,000 feet above and like 1,500 above the terrain. We'll then circle around the one, follow the road, drop the troops on the north side of the farm. That'll be our insertion, and then we'll finish up by, and that's from the second lake 077 to pick up a town here 047 for 3 miles to the LZ. Then we'll fly, after we drop, we'll fly 300 for 11 miles to Kiryat Shmona, which is the other base that we're staging out of in northern Israel for the actual raid. The actual raid, this lake right here just above the E in degree is the first checkpoint, and that's right before the border. So it kind of gives you an idea. It'll go that way and then up that direction. But this is the training for that. So our deal is to practice night and NVG formation flying, navigation, and troop insertion, and wind up back. Cogs?
Yep, just popped in. We'll see if I fly or not. I just got some flesh excised and the dog pooped all over the lodge, but I'm listening in at the moment.
Okay. And that's it for the mission. Ratcatcher put up a briefing card. We'll be flying 303 uniform for our comms.
Yeah, we were ground is 42. Kiryat Tower is 126.9. And we've got the if you have a look at the briefing card, it's just we've also got Ramat David NDB, which might assist on the initial run out, which is on frequency 368.
Yep. And also Rosh Pina 115.3 VOR is right in the middle here. We could even use that if we wanted for assistance. And because it is a modern setting, your aircraft will show up on the map simulating that you do have a GPS on board and somebody who's dealing with it.
Awesome. So we're going to do a running order of the lead and trail aircraft will have position lights set to low with anti-collision lights illuminated also. If you have got a key binding for your flashlight, that'll be of assistance for the initial startup, and as we discussed, NVGs for the flight if able.
Quick question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Is there another module that we need for the server? It says I have a missing module. Is there something else that we're running as well?
Oh, I don't have the mission up. That we have our training center mission up, and that one probably has like A4 and maybe the whatchamacallit, the Bronco, yeah. But I'm about to start this mission, which shouldn't have anything needed.
Okay, I thought I'd ask the stupid question. Thank you.
Yeah. No, that was no question is stupid.
Well,
I say that a lot to people as well, but you know.
There are inquisitive idiots.
Yes. Dark Child might check.
Lima Charlie, this is Los.
Copy Los, Lima Charlie.
Oh, and if you don't know, you can shut the master caution. You can reset it by hitting the switch forward that's at the top of the caution panel. Makes it a little dimmer in the cockpit.
And if I could ask now, before I start fighting with the comms, is Airluft troops or is it going to be CSAR missions?
Loud and clear in uniform. Malice is ready.
Yeah, Rat's ready. Still got an issue with my SRS. Don't know why. It freaks out when I connect into multiplayer.
That's weird.
Yeah, very. It was working earlier, and
As soon as I load into a multiplayer, it's no longer push to talking.
Dark is ready, but could I just double check on the troop comms? Is it going to be Airluft troops again, or is it going to be CSAR missions?
It'll be F10 other,
Yeah.
and then troop lift.
So it is troop lift. Okay, just double checking. Perfect.
Yep,
What
it
was
could
the-
be other airlift troops. Yep.
I'm sorry, what was the ADF again? Frequency?
Frequency is for Ramat David is 368.
It's a copy, thank you.
Quick question. I still have a light on in my cabin. How can I switch that off? I don't see where that is on.
It's
Overhead panel, right at the back, on the left.
Yep, just in front of the circuit breakers.
And you've got white, off, and green.
Yep, it's called dome light, and it's forward white, off green.
Are you talking about the rheostats to the 6?
It's to the left of those. The most aft rheostat go over 2 switches left, and that's it there. Dome light.
I see. Yeah, okay, I found it. Thank you. I only see myself here. Where is everyone else?
We're all here, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dark charge ready.
there's 4 on the main ramp, and then 1 is to the one or two is to the west. They only had
Yeah.
a few actual spots here.
Okay, I'm at an intersection to the west somehow. Yeah, then I will come over to your place then.
I think if you stay, the troops are to the south where we're going to go, so we could probably go there and line up, or
Yeah, I
whatever
think
Rat likes.
I have the troops right in front of me, I think.
Copy.
We should probably keep our collision lights on until we actually take off for the PZ.
Yeah, agree.
Probably a smart idea.
Four copy.
Do you have your positioning lights to dim or to bright? I set mine to dim because of the NVGs.
Yes. Dim's for myself.
There's even an NVG position light switch, but it doesn't seem to have an effect.
I wondered about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Lead is ready to lift.
Three's ready.
Four's ready.
5.
Right. Due to the nature of the night and its training, what I propose is I'll lift first, head up to the runway, and then manoeuvre to the right and head over to the troops. And then if number 2, 3, and so on follow us at a decent spacing of it.
Copy.
So I will append to your flight then.
Yeah, copy. Lead is lifting in 5. Yeah, lead. I've got troops to the left. I'm going to go to the far side, so the south set of chalk troops, and on the southern end. Over.
Two copy.
3 copy.
4 copy.
Lead is down, loading troops.
This is the last aircraft on the ground. Hasn't taken off yet.
Yeah, flight. If you just run through who's lifted, loading troops over. One lead is down, troops on board.
Magic's loaded. I'm to your right.
Yeah, copy.
4 loaded.
This is low, so I guess I'm 6, so 5 and 6 just took off. Heading your way.
Copy.
It's reloading and ready.
Copy B.
Lead 4.
Yeah, was it dark child over?
Copy. Will you be calling to extinguish anti-collisions before the takeoff call?
Yes, see if the flight can take, other than lead
And trail, if you all go with anti-collisions off.
Copy. Just didn't want to try reaching over and taking off at the same time.
Yeah, we're here to help. We'll just run through the batting order. So myself, Lee, then is it Magic number 2?
I was in slot 3, but I'm to your right, so that would be 2 on a echelon right.
Okay, I'll take 3 then, I guess.
Yeah, cool.
Dark's at 4 at your 5 o'clock.
Yeah, copy. Lotus
At 5 and Dark Owl at 6.
Copy. 6. Six. I only see 4 in front of me. Is there a 5th one?
To your left.
Yeah, there's one with no lights at all in the middle. Couple with no lights. Probably good though.
That everyone's supposed to have their lights off except for lead and rear, correct?
Yeah, that's affirmative.
2's ready.
6 is ready.
I'm ready.
4 ready.
Yeah, okay, flight. When we lift, we're going to hold this heading, and then it's going to be a right-hand turn. So a right-hand turn to pick up the first radial of 034. Over.
2.
6.
3.
4.
Yeah, lead is going to lift in 5.
What's the formation again?
Yeah, we'll fly out on a staggered right, over.
Good copy.
2.
4.
Okay, lit flight, we're going to climb at 60 knots on 500 feet, indicated it's going to be a right turn, Right turn now, over. So holding 60 knots, climbing, continuing into the climb, holding a 500 foot per minute ascent. Flight, we're going to continue the climb, holding a reciprocal heading on the runway at the moment before turning to 234, over.
034.
034. Thank you.
4.
Hey, move. Lead to flight, we're going to continue to climb to 2,500 indicated. We'll level off and increase speed to 80 knots, over.
4.
Increasing speed to 80, holding 2,500.
Sorry for my erratic flying. I had to take a phone call.
Thank you for your honesty.
I'll get back where I supposed to be.
Yeah, lead to flight. Once we're back in formation, if trail can call, we're in formation, and then we'll push up to 90 knots, over.
Six. I think we're almost in formation.
Yeah, that's copy. Flight, we're pushed to 90 knots, 90.
2.
4.
Lead is at 90 knots. Going to continue a slight climb and start gaining. We're aiming for a total of 4,500 feet altitude for this leg of the route.
This is 5. I'm gonna have to bow out now.
See you, Los.
Formation.
Cheers, Lowe's. Nice one. Take care.
Roger.
Bye.
6, you're way out of position then.
Yeah, we'll change over to position 5.
Yeah, if all flights can form up, fill the gap, and just give us a shout when we're back in formation. Over.
In case anyone's getting very comfortable up here, when we do this in Syria, we'll be at 50 feet, not 4,000 or 5,000. But it's mostly flat there.
Yeah. If we kept it at 50 feet on
Where we're going, it would get uncomfortable.
Yes.
5 shifted over to the left side and joined up. Formation is closed.
Yeah, that's all copy. We'll level off, head back to 4,500 feet. We've got Regiment David at our 12 o'clock on course and holding 90 knots.
2, you okay?
Yeah, just one slowed down enough that I got very tight on him, so I'm closing back in. I have you in sight. Thank you.
Yes, apologies for that.
On to local kibbutz, heading over to Contrabasta for Shemer. See you guys later.
Have fun, Los.
Yeah, cheers, Lowe's. Good night.
Good night, Los.
Yeah, lead is holding 90 knots now at 4,500 feet.
Two's back in position.
Well done. Gonna make you work for your pay.
4 in position.
I didn't want to mesh rotors, and that's about where we were getting.
Right, gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure we won't have one of those lag warp back through the flight moments.
Yeah, sorry, Dark. I only got something about the flight. Can you repeat?
Sorry, yeah, I was saying I was just panicking.
Say again, sorry?
I was just panicking that we were having another someone's warping back through the flight moment.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, sorry, confusion over Dark Child and Dark Owl. I was talking to Dark Child. I would call Dark Child DC from here on.
You can call Dark
Just call
Child
me
Oi.
now.
You can, yeah, call me Oi or Four.
Remote flight lead is just overflying Ramat David Airfield now. Over.
4.
I think it's that 2 ponds to our left in front.
Yeah, got visual on that. Yeah, flight, we're going to make a slight course adjustment to the left. Stand by for turn. Yeah, left turn now.
2.
6.
4.
Yeah, 4, 5. Damn.
You'll get there.
Yeah, someday.
Lead to flight. Once we transit the first waypoint at the Double Lakes, we're going to be holding a 037 degree heading for 17 nautical miles over.
2. 3.
4. Three back left.
lead to flight. We're now over the lakes, turning to 037. Over.
2. 3.
4.
Yeah, lead to trail. Once you've made your turn and are in formation, give us a shout. Over.
This is 6, this is 5. Formation is looking good.
Yeah, that's all received. Okay, flight. We'd like to adopt a trail formation. Trail formation. Over.
2. 3.
4.
Yeah, Dark Owl, you received the last.
6, 5 received. Everyone is slotting in.
Roger.
Number 2 is a little bit out to the right still, but almost
Yeah.
lined up.
That's good. We'll then move across to a staggered left. Then staggered left.
Staggered left, 2 copies. 3.
4.
And 2 was a little right because all he could see was a ball of flame in front of him in that light.
Yeah.
Staggered left.
Good job. Yeah, flight, just a small adjustment to the left. Holding this heading, holding this altitude and speed.
2. 3.
4.
leads of flight. We're about 9.5 miles out from the next checkpoint. Once we clear the mountains, we'll be turning right for our next waypoint at 077 degrees, at which point I shall start a slow descent. Over.
2.
5.
3.
4.
And BM, sorry, I stole your spot.
Leads of flight, just losing 300 feet, getting back on target. I've got the waypoint of the lake at my 12 o'clock.
2. 3.
4.
Lead is on speed at 90 knots, coming back down to 4,500.
2. 3.
4.
Yeah, lead to flight, we're over the late, starting a right turn to 077 degrees of it.
2, 3,
4.
Lead is on 077. Once your last trail makes the turn onto this course, let us know over. Yeah, lead to flight, we are going to start a descent now. Descent
2, 3,
4.
Yeah, lead to flight. We're continuing our descent down to contour level. We're holding 90 knots for the approach. Over.
2, 3.
4.
Lead to flight, leveling off at this altitude. Indicated is 1900.
2, 3.
4.
Yeah, flight holding 90 knots now. Indicated 2,000 feet. Once trail is in position, we're going to call to a trail right over.
Formation is in position.
Yeah, staggered right now, gents.
5.
2, 3.
4.
Flight as we come around the mountain, we're going to be taking a 047 and then prepare for landing at the LZ.
2,
4.
currently 105 and falling behind.
Yeah, copy. Slowing down. Yeah, lead holding 85 knots.
3,
4.
Yeah, lead to flight. Left turn now. Left turn 047.
4.
2 busy flying.
Plus Lee didn't say over.
Yeah, Lee to flight LZ. We're going to take just left of the road. We're going to head on north, turning now. Over.
2, 3.
4.
Yeah, slowing to 60 knots for landing. Yeah, lead is troops are out.
Two troops are out.
Troops are moving, Captain.
3 troops out.
4 troops out.
5 troops are out.
It's like a standoff. Right, lead is going to lift. On one I lift, I'm going to take a left-hand turn to 330 initially, and then back to base. Roll copy.
2,
5.
3.
4.
Okay, lead lifting in 5. Yeah, lead holding 330.
2's up.
4's up.
3 up.
Okay, lead turning to 295 over.
295. 3.
4.
Yeah, lead to flight. I'm going to hold this altitude and push up to 90 knots. 90.
2. 3.
4.
Yeah, lead to flight. We're inbound to my Sharona, I think. We're going to be adopting. Yeah, we're going to be adopting base entry into a 2-1 runway heading landing.
2 copies, runway 21. 2 copy.
4.
Yeah, lead has the runway in sight, entering base.
Four.
Should we go trail for the landing?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, formation to trail, please. Trail, over.
2. 3.
4.
If it's possible, turn off your anti-collision light. If not, I'll live with it.
Yeah, no problem. I will do.
Ah, thank you.
You should have said earlier.
That's good.
Magic, what was our flight call sign again? Yeah, Magic, you.
Yep, for this we'd be Desert Bird. That's our squadron.
Kiryat Tower, this is Desert Bird flight, inbound base for landings, over.
Desert Bird, Kiryat Tower, you're clear to land runway 21. Enjoy your night, gentlemen.
Oh, we intend to.
Desert Bird, they told me just land and shut down on the runway.
Yes, Desert Bird, that's all received. Our flight is turning finals now, turning finals for landing and shutdown. Yeah, lead to flight, slowing to 60 knots, aiming for the parking area, touching down on the runway as per instructions.
2, 3.
4.
Yeah, lead full stop, touching down.
Two's on deck. Three's down.
Four down.
5 is touchdown, everyone is down.
Brilliant job, guys. Nice one. Right, shall we index here and quick debrief?
Perfect. Nice job, everybody.
So, anything for it seemed to go all right for us. Obviously, my wayward speed caught Magic out a couple of times, so apologies for that. But I like to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, well, I had to take a phone call, which put me all hither and yon. I was holding my phone with my shoulder and trying to fly with one eye open. So
Just like real life.
for that. Yeah, I apologize for that. And then I don't know what happened. It looked like it might have been that you started it, but I think I overreacted and got off another time. And I know for everybody in the back that just doesn't help at all. But
yeah, I found at one point I was trying to religiously keep 9-0, and then all of a sudden I could see I'd gone up to over 100. I'm like, shit. So then I backed off, and then of course that's the old concertina effect.
Right.
But
They've seemed to change the flight dynamics of the helicopter. I'm having a harder time controlling compared to before.
It's horrible. It's like, and I don't know, I know Magic's is the expert, but once you get used to one thing, it's that old muscle memory, isn't it? So you get used to it, and then all of a sudden it's a completely different beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
And that fuel burn is crazy. We were down to like 300 pounds when we landed, and that wasn't even really an hour. That was even an hour of flying. That's way off. Yeah.
Yeah. They did say that they are addressing that, and they are going to tweak it further. So one can only hope.
At one point, I looked at the dial and it said 400, and I thought, no, you're reading that wrong. It must mean 4,000 pounds. It must be. There's no way there's any. I was like, and then I was like, nope, don't be stupid. There's not 4,000 pounds on this bird.
No, we. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, luckily, Dark Owl was oblivious to that situation.
That's great.
But I was like, are we landing soon? Please tell me we're landing soon. I don't want to fall out of the air again.
Yeah, we normally burned about right around 600 an hour in the real thing, even in the desert, hot. But yeah, this is like 1,800 an hour. It's
silly.
Yeah.
But other than that, how did everyone get on with the formation? Was it a struggle or? certainly
Not
seems to
too
be
bad.
doable. Yeah.
I headed one or a couple of times that I fell a little bit back and had to catch up again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I found myself overspeeding at times too, and then I had to try and slow myself down.
Yep. And B, I'm sorry I took your spot. I didn't mean to. It just worked out that way from the pickup.
No problem. No problem at all.
I
Okay, guys,
found-
I do got to run right now. Time for
Oh.
dinner, so I'll
Yeah,
see you
no
guys next
problem.
week.
have a
Okay.
good
Thank you very
dinner.
much. Yeah, nice
See
one.
you.
Yeah, next week, low level.
Yeah.
I think I'll do better at low level. I kept finding my altitude oscillating. I thought it wasn't me, and then I went, no, the other 3 helicopters in front of you are all staying at the same altitudes. So
Yeah.
the odds that they're oscillating is extremely low, Mark.
I mean, the one thing I need to remember is also, which hopefully I didn't confuse you, because when I call out the altitudes initially, that goes out the window as soon as we get down to contour level, because obviously we're going to be varying altitudes. So don't think I'm going to be staying at 2,000 feet for the duration, because it's obviously varying.
Confession: I ignore those. I know maybe I shouldn't, but I'm like, by the time I look down and go, well, I don't know what indicated he's got, but my dial doesn't say that, and I don't know what altitude he's got. Maybe I haven't got my pressures set. So let me just follow the helicopter in front, and as long as he doesn't fly into the ground or a tree, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what you should be doing. So I don't need to do those. I shouldn't need to do those. I think so. If everyone's coping with what I think, it was just to try and help people initially, just to think that is going to be my sort of top that I'm going to be going to, and when we're at altitude, like it's like just something to just to say, oh yeah, he's not going to be going any further up, or he's not going to be going low or anything like that. But I think, like Magic said in the past, you just follow what the guide does in front, and
I think
that should work.
I think we're getting enough practice now that once we get the formation established, I don't think you need any calls. We could just do what follow you, and then it's only if like somebody has to rejoin or something like that, where an airspeed call from them might help out, just so they know for the rejoin how much to use. And especially like when we do this thing in Syria, we should really be we could go encrypted, but we'd try to be as radio silent as we could too. Yeah, because the Damascus air defense is right on the other side of the mountain we're going to visit.
Yeah. And they're loaded for bear.
Yeah.
And so, what date is the actual?
It's a week from today.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll it may be the week after that if we can't get a couple of Apache drivers to go with us, because we'll need some. There's some short range air defense around the facility that we need the Apaches to. They're going to start running and basically take off while we're starting up and getting joined. Hopefully get enough ahead of us that they can kill them by just about the time we get there.
Yeah, no good reason for asking other than getting my work life in balance and making sure people, I've got important stuff to do. Don't talk to me. Don't call me.
Exactly.
Don't feed me. Yeah, unless you need to go to the emergency room. I'm not here, and I might not be at work tomorrow either.
Yep, and if it is, we'll definitely have something. We'll definitely have a mission brief up by the end of the weekend, if it is going to be a week from today. Yeah. We'll have that. But nice job. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
You were heading towards the front of the LZ, Rat, and then all of a sudden you stopped. I think that's why B and I got overran you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's no good way to do it. When we went into the airport, were you guys? How was that? Because I tried to hold like 40 knots all the way at a constant angle. I don't know if that helped out or not.
Yeah. Go.
I just had trauma of dropping out of the sky last week, so I just, if anything, I might have caused 5 problems because I gave more air room so I could stay in control of the bird and wait until 1, 2, and 3 were down and then close up and land. I didn't maintain spacing, so apologies.
No, that's better to be down safe and than running into somebody or like you said, that the fake VRS in the DCS flight model killing you.
So, question then. So, I mean, obviously, when I'm coming in and I see the LZ, I have in my own mind where I'm going to go. What is the best way of communicating that to everyone?
You should just probably, like you said, okay, we're going to land to the left of the road. That was good. And maybe if you said, I'm going to land just short of that crossing road, because there was that crossing road up ahead of us.
Yeah. So just
that would
try
give
and give
us
a little bit of a
that gives us like an X and Y of where you're going to be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
As much as, and I know it's tough because it happens fast.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that we all have to work on that approach angle. Like put where you want to land, just at the top of the glare shield. Right at the bottom of the windscreen, and drive that angle in as you slow down. And that if you're doing that, then if I'm picking a spot that's to the right of what you said, then I won't run into you because I'll go to my spot and everybody like that. Yeah. My dog just tried to jump in my lap and missed. Usually it's when I'm flying in VR that he does that.
Yeah, my cat does that once in a while as well. It's not working.
Yeah.
That was great then. So, thanks for coming along as always, and good fun.
That was really good. That was really good.
Thanks for flying.
Yeah.
I'll post the track in the debriefs for.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. It's the old analogy. You don't have to necessarily pew to have fun.
Exactly.
Well, nights, gents, and again, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Really fun.
DC.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a cool nickname out of this and get it tattooed or get a.
just call you what Miles calls you.
Do it. Technically, I shouldn't be able to choose my nickname anyway, should I? So
that is correct. Yes,
that is true.
That is absolutely correct.
So that's my gamer tag. That's fine. But if Posh Spice is gonna stick, I'll take Posh Spice. I don't care. I don't care. There's a story behind it. I'm not wishing for it. Miles just keeps slipping it in every so often, doesn't he? So there's a significant, and then there'll be a story to tell about it. How did you get Posh Spice? Don't ask me.
Yep, exactly.
It just stuck. It'll get abbreviated to Posh, right? Anyway, thanks, gents, again. I'm going to go and call it a night.
No worries.
Good job, everybody.
You as well.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Nice to have you back, Dark Owl.
Yeah,
nice to be back again. Thanks.
All right, guys, we'll catch you soon.
And next week, if you want, we can use another Apache driver. I think so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be great. I would be in for that.
Okay. Good.
But we might have to talk about what's to do there beforehand.
Yeah, we'll have. I'm getting with Los the rest of this week, and we're gonna have a good set for what the plan is gonna be. It'll be more. We'll put it out early enough that people can study it, look over the. Yep.
Will then someone do the gunner or?
Yeah, that the plan would be to have live gunners On the 2 Apaches. Yep.
Ah, roger that.
And we're gonna make Rat fly the Hueys. He's sorry, no gunner for you.
But I've been practicing.
No problem.